have some fabulous live music later on, but right now, here's the kind I prefer.
What up, what up, what up? It's Big Junior, man, here, westcoaststyles.com. Got some special guests in the house tonight, man. We're going on a little sidetrack mission here for West Coast Styles. I got my boy MC Random in the house right now. He's gonna be co-hosting this whole situation with me right now. I'm gonna bring him in. What's up, Big Random?
What it do? What it do? Live and direct. How you feeling?
Man, chilling, bro. Chilling, man. Right here. You know, we do a lot of stuff over here at Flourish and Prosper, man. And I know one of the things that you spearheaded just recently, probably about what was it, beginning of March, when everything with COVID and everything hit, man. Tell us about, like, you know, the situation and what February, March was like for you, man. What was going on in that era?
Well, basically, when the shutdown happened, it didn't really have an immediate impact because, you know, I was still making music and everything, but the interaction with others was only weeks away, and I really didn't want to look forward to not being able to build with people, to go over to other studios, to be able to send files, just to build creatively. So I thought to myself that maybe if I, you know, build with some people that I already knew on the project and the whole content of, you know, being under quarantine, how would it, you know, make you grow? And I was able to reach out with people all over the country, all over the world. I was able to, you know, link up with people in Netherlands, England, Atlanta, you know, all the, you know, of course, my crew and everything. But we got a good project, and you know, we hooked up with West Coast Styles. We're probably going to start, you know, pushing more things out through them. But it's a good project, man.
That's dope, man. That's dope. So tell me a little bit about the project, man. Like, who's on it? You know, what kind of music can we expect on it? Like, you know, I know we got some guests in the backstage right now, ready to jump on and do their interviews with the certain songs and certain things you guys have going. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, like I said, I was able to reach out to people that I've made music with for years, just to get to gauge the needle on, you know, where they were creatively as well. And I have a buddy by the name of Microphone Matt. Shout out Microphone Matt. I've been making not necessarily music with him, but I've been building with him for years. I first met him through, you know, the open mic process, and we used to freestyle for hours together. And he started making beats, and he made this one beat that was live, and he was dealing with this other MC named Peter Sparker, and he was like, "Man, we should all do a song." And I was like, "Yeah, of course. That's the movement." And I'm thinking, you know, Peter Sparker was local, but I think he was over in Atlanta, and we sent him the files, and he was with it, and he was like, "Man, listen to this," and just from that action alone happened exactly what I wanted, because now I've been able to build with his music. He's got a crew of things that he's, well, you know what, I'm gonna bring him on and let him and say what he's doing. But Peter Sparker Shadow is one of the people that I did this project with, and we happen to have him here tonight. So let's bring him in.
You know what, Peter Sparker's not backstage right now, man. Maybe hit him up with a text real quick, but I got Apocalypse right now. Tell us a little bit about what Apocalypse is doing.
Okay. Well, originally when the project
hold that thought, my bad. Peter Sparker just walked into the backstage green room right now, man. He might have, you know, he probably caught. We're gonna bring.
That was my bad. I had lost Wi-Fi.
How you doing, Peter Sparker?
I'm good.
I was just telling them how our whole project came together and how I reached out to Microphone Matt. Well, why don't you retell it, man? Why don't you see how our song, the Buck the Bought the Bottle, came to be?
As I remember it, I got a message from you. No, I'm sorry. I got a message from Matt.
Yeah.
He had that beat, and you know he had heard some of my stuff. He saw some of the videos I had posted on IG, and he wanted me to join in. So I was like, hell yeah, with the quickness. Next thing I know, he told me that he was gonna get at you about getting on it, and you got on it, and we rocked it.
That's what's up, man. And basically, that was like in March or April. How have you been doing since this whole, you know, virus is spreading and you know, political upheaval and whatnot? You're probably at the center of it all right now. Where you at right now, as a matter of fact?
I'm down in Atlanta.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
What's the light down there, man? What's going on? What's the gauge?
I mean, probably just like everywhere, you know, things are, everybody's divided.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of division going on. Like I have people that I've been friends with for years that I found out were Trump supporters, and I'm not a Trump supporter. So you know, it puts strain on a lot of friendships. You know, not friendships, relationships with family members. So yeah, it's been crazy, but I've been maintaining. I've been staying busy. I've been having beat makers left and right come at me, yo. So it's been crazy.
That's what's up. Times are good.
It's been crazy.
When that happens, when that happens, you got to sit back and say times are good.
True indeed.
And to me, that's what the allure of music has always been. The allure of music is not about who you believe in or what you believe in, you know, for everything. It's if it's good music or bad music. And good music usually tends to run in the same groups. You know what I'm saying? Can we play this? Can we play the song, June?
Waiting for Paris.
Yeah, this it's kind of it'd probably be easier to play it off of YouTube. Yeah, it's not doing it justice.
Not doing it right. Can't really hear it. Let me try something else.
But and that's what back to what I'm saying is though that music is supposed to bring you together. That's why I wanted people that I dealt with and got down with to continue to do music. And just since our project, I've seen you exploded creatively. Tell me about some of the stuff you've been working on, man. Yo, can you hear me? Oh, he might have lost me. He might have lost his Wi-Fi. He'll get back. When he gets back, we'll finish his interview. Is Apocalypse still in the building?
Apocalypse is in the building.
Let me welcome my main man in here, Apocalypse. Apocalypse, how you doing?
What it do? What it do? Y'all hear me?
Yeah. I was telling them about how this whole project came to be about. It started in March. You know, when the quarantine hit, where were you at creatively? Like, how were you able to deal with what you were doing?
To be honest, I was honestly already in a funk, and when that shit hit, I got into a worse funk on that shit, you know, because reality started to kick in, work, kids, school, all that bullshit. My thought process was not even close to being with music. I mean, it was when I get those moments to get away and get into my own reality, not what really reality was at the moment. Mm-hmm. But you know, that I think kind of opened us. I won't say forced us, but in a way it did, like to become more creative, you know, whether musically, artistically, or anyway, you know what I mean? It was like a kind of like the scapegoat, you know what I mean? Like, because this is happening, this is what's going to happen. You know what I mean?
And how did you channel that with your attack on making music? Because the project you did for this song is actually, well, I wanted to get into it too. Because of this whole quarantine, I want you to tell them about what, you know, you and I and a couple of other producers have been able to do on Friday nights. We all get together and we make beats, and we make beats off of different genres. And one of the genres we had to make was from an old TV show. And one of the ones you flipped was Mission Impossible. Tell me a little bit about that flip, and then you end up writing a song to it. Tell me about that song, man.
Man, I remember that was a kind of an epic battle, beat battle, that because everybody came with fire, but it actually made me create that shit, and the feel of it was just real rowdy, kind of like taking, you know, I'm taking my spot back type of deal. You know, I had just dropped an album last year called Dearly Deported, off of Flourish and Prosper, WCK Records, you know, and that was like, you know, finally getting it off my chest. But then that beat made me kind of just like start wanting to like get back into the MC battle mode, because you know, you being a producer yourself, you know how it is. You forget about the rhymes and go right to the beats, and then once the beat's tight, you come back to the rhymes.
Yeah.
You know, but me, it was more, I was just beats. I wasn't even worried. I put out that album, I'm cool right now, but that shit started bringing out those MC bars out of me, like, oh shit,
Right.
it's still there, you know.
You never know when that happens. You got to take advantage of that.
For sure, and that's especially for us. You know, we've been in this business, and I'll call it more the game because that's what it is. It's just one big fucking game. But been in this motherfucker for a long time. A lot of people might not be aware of our, I guess you could say, our legacy even that we've left, because I know we started shit from the bottom, and a lot of motherfuckers tried to ride coattails, and a lot of people out there started to notice what, you know, us. You know, there was just none but dopeness around the crew. So, but I was blessed. Thank you for allowing me to jump on that also, because that's that, you know, that's literally everybody's blood, sweat, and tears, and selled into your house dropping his music and shit. You know what I mean? In the lab.
That's right.
That's what's up, man.
That's dope. We got Peter Sparker back in the house too, man.
Yeah. Before you cut off, Peter, I wanted you to talk about. I said that like when this first when we hooked up with this project, I've been following you since, and I've noticed that your creativity has exploded, man. I know you're working on a whole bunch of projects. What you got in the works right now?
Whoa.
Everything, huh?
Yeah, man. I actually, what was that? The 25th, just released the EP with LG, the Beat Detonator, and
so
far, it's been doing pretty good. I've been getting a good response from it. The title of it is Expand. It's on Bandcamp.
Okay.
On is right now it's just on LG's page. I'm gonna get it on my page up. I'm working on a project with this cat named Kate. He's been sending me a lot of beats, and a lot of the beats that this cat's been sending me, I'll get them in my email and I'll listen to it. And about 2 hours later, I got another song and I got to go record. I'm like, damn, this dude won't let me.
You're getting a good batch of creativity, man. I love it.
Yeah, I got quite a few other joints that I'm working on, so I'm staying busy. I'm staying busy as. Whew,
Hey man, I know quarantine was crazy for everybody, man. How did you keep from going crazy, man?
How did I keep from what?
From going crazy during quarantine.
Writing rhymes, and just, you know what I mean. And actually, I worked most of the time. When the quarantine first started, I took 1 week off. We were gone for 1 week, and then right after that, we came back, and you know I've been working since. So working in music and spending time with my wife.
That's good stuff, man.
What about you, Lip Apocalypse? I know you, not just the music, man, but you got into a lot of different other stuff during the quarantine. As an artist.
Yeah, man, that shit opened. You know, when usually it says like, I ain't got time for this shit, or you know, I'm driving 3 hours a day from work back home and wasting those hours when, you know, by the time you get home, I'm fucking tired and I don't want to do that shit and I got to deal with my kids and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. This shit gave it so, you know, I started working from home in March. So that shit just that shit was like, what the fuck am I going to do now? You know, those 3 hours that I was driving, I got them back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Started working.
That's a long time, man. That's a long time.
Yeah, out of it, 8 hours. You figure 8 hours a day working, 3 hours a day just driving. You know, that's already past half the day right there. You know, I sleep for fucking at least 6 or 7. You know, so those in between hours, that's dinner, that's, you know, homework, that's fucking any time I get for myself, washing the fucking clothes, doing all that shit. But that shit just popped out talents that I didn't know I really had in me. I started working with wood a lot. I started making shit. started selling my furniture and making shit for my house, you know. And then I got back into drawing and painting real heavy with my daughter. Started teaching her how to paint, and just basically the fundamentals of, you know, between music. Fucking wrote a book of poetry, bro. It's coming out on Amazon soon. Love Left to Burn, man. Yeah, that shit. I was able to finish that. I just kept myself busy as fuck, you know. But it's hard.
Love Left to Burn.
Yeah, Love
Coming
Left
on
to Burn.
Amazon soon.
Yeah,
That's
man.
dope.
Yeah,
So it's
but
a poetry book.
yeah, it's poetry. It's not like spoken word type shit, but and it's not like you know, blah blah blah, hey, blah blah blah, say, you know, that type of shit. When you see it and read it, you can check it on Instagram too. I got a page there. It's Love Left to Burn, but it got verses from some of my songs, one I did for my daughter, just about, you know, life, just a lot of shit. You might be able to relate to it, but in ways, man, you know, I look at this as a blessing in a lot of ways. This whole quarantine, Random gave me a good example. Is like, this would be the only year that I could say I was involved in my daughter's school. You
That's
know,
right. That's
every
right.
single day I'm seeing her at school.
Wow.
I'm helping. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have been like that. Me being at home, you know, just having that time, not having to drive and have time for shit. You know, I don't go back to work till at least April of next year. And that already is like crazy, you know. But it's a blessing and a curse, you know, at the same time. But
Nah, nothing
you know,
is a curse as long as you take advantage of it, man. You just got to take advantage of the situation you're given, you know. And this is the situation we're given. And from this, I've built new friendships with my man Peter Sparker. You have started creating wood projects. We were that was what my idea was with quarantine, with this project. I know that music can bring the world together, and I've done so with this project. I mean, not, you know, I'm saying we've all done so with this project. So I'm very proud of it, man. And hearing all the other stuff that you're doing with it, that's just icing on the cake, man.
Yeah, and it's dope. You know, I've never met Peter myself. You know what I mean? But now look at it's a new tie, a new connection. As far as you know, it's all camp at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
send him a beat, and he'll kill that shit. He's bananas on it, man.
Go dope. I'm down.
Black Spider-Man. He's on produce. He's not a producer. Nah, he's an MC. My man Microphone Matt. Shout out Microphone Matt. He's just super shy. Oh, you do make beats, huh?
I've made some before, but I haven't been able to get my hands on any equipment in many, many moons. So
that's the best thing about being an MC. All you got to do is bring your skills.
In fact, if you want to hear some of the beats that I made, on the Scroll Invaders Bandcamp page and check out my mixtape. Like, Keep Tissue to White.
Say that again one more time.
One more time.
The title of the mixtape?
Yeah.
Full of shit. Keep Tissue to White.
Something full of shit. You fade in and out.
Life is full of shit. Keep tissue to wipe.
Life is full of shit. Keep tissue to wipe.
All right. There you go. You heard it here first. WestCoastStyles.com.
Well, check it out, man. I don't want to keep anybody on too long. I also wanted to shout out my man Chop Louis in the building. He's a big part of what, you know, we do over here at Flourish Prosper. He makes a lot of music and everything too. So shout out definitely Chop Louis. But I just want to thank all of you guys for being involved with this project. We've got more things to come. We're gonna probably end up having to do a volume 2 if it's a second lockdown. So keep your rhymes ready. So thank you very much.
Anybody else out there?
And one more time, shout out any projects you're working on right now. Give your pub and your Instagrams and all that, so people can shout at you.
Yo,
my Peter, go yeah.
All right, my Instagram, Black Spider-Man Music. Projects that I'm working on, Lyrics Incorporated. That's me and Issues, produced by Twisted. Me and Twisted have another project coming. Me, Twisted, and Sonny Sparkles have a project coming. I got a lot of projects coming.
Word up, word up. Black Spider-Man Music, Instagram, at Black Spider-Man Music. That's what's up. What about you, Apocalypse?
Hey guys, before we even sign off, man, I know Peter Sparker had to leave a little bit early today, but before we sign off, we got another guest, man. Somebody just, showing up in the green room.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man, let me bring him in real quick.
Let's see. Oh, it's my man Macadino all the way from the Netherlands. How you doing, Mackie?
Yo, what it do, man?
Man, we just over here trying to build. We talking about this hip hop quarantine project. I said that it was international. I've known Mac for almost 15 years now. Me and him been doing music together, and he's been doing some things. And he has a project he was working on with an artist named Leah V, and we were able to do a remix. Give me a vibe of how that whole project came to be, Mac.
Yeah, give us the history of the track.
Give me the history of that track.
The history of that track. Well, the history of that track is, we made it as a single for Leah V, and we was about to release it, and then I let the demo here. I had the demo over to Randoms to have some feedback, and he was like, "Hey, man, I want to jump on this. Yeah, jump on it, man." And yeah, that's basically what it's about, man.
And the unique thing about that song, especially during the quarantine, was that she was visiting, I think, her parents in Israel, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And
she was in Israel.
Yep.
I was in Rotterdam. Yeah,
yep.
And you obviously is in LA.
Yeah, and I think the quarantine prevented her from going back home because I think she lives in London as well, right?
Yeah. She lives in London. She went to Israel for a yoga retreat. She's a yoga instructor, and during that retreat, the COVID the corona kicked in, so she couldn't leave Israel. But lucky for her, her mom's is from there. She lives there, so she was safe there. She got a place to stay for a couple of months, and now she's back in London. So yeah.
That's what's up. And the silver lining is that she got to spend some time with her mom, I mean, it may seem like, oh man, I can't go, but that's time she can't get back now. She's, she had a good time.
Yeah. If anything, yeah.
What about you? How was the lockdown? I know that the restrictions were a little bit more strict over there initially. How has that been over there for you as far as making music wise?
Well, making music wise, it wasn't that bad. I'm used to making music with the people's online instead of face to face. That's basically been the future, been the present already for a while. So on that perspective, nothing really changed. The thing is though, yeah, you're at one point you're getting a bit bored, I guess, or frustrated because there's lack of inspiration because you're all by yourself the whole day. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I guess that's why we started the hip hop quarantine, man, to get that juices flowing, the inspiration going, and get everybody on point and waking up to do some stuff in this bad times,
Hey man, so I got a couple things here, man. We got a few of the producers of the Area 51 Flourish and Prosper beat battles that we've been doing every Friday night. That's about to actually go down in the next couple of minutes too. There's a lot of people waiting for us to get on there. But I want to bring in Chop Louie into the whole right here. He's also in the mix on his phone. He's over there with Random, so he's gonna jump in. But give us a bit of insight on the whole beat battle stuff, everything that's been going on with the beat battles and everything. How have you guys been pushing on the beat battles? How did that whole idea come about? Like how did that go? How did that work out?
Well, the whole beat battle started off as like an extension of hip hop quarantine. A lot of producing as you want to build with your brothers, Apocalypse, Louis. We all used to get the same room and make our beats. And I'm like, why can't we do that? And so these poppers was like, let's just do it online. And I had reached out.
I don't think the mic's on.
Oh, it's not on. Check. 1, 2. Can you hear now?
Yeah, there you go. Here you now.
Sorry about that. I was saying that this was an extension of hip hop quarantine itself as well, and because I usually want to get into the room with my friends when I make music, and we weren't able to do that. So Zoom came about, and I reached out to Mackie, and I'm like, hey, we can have like beat challenges to keep us sharp, and he was like, yeah, that's a great idea, and so we started doing these like international beat battles, beat challenges, whatever, where we'll have like a subject, and we'll all have to make a beat from that subject. Matter of fact, later on, our subject for this week is disco music. So, I'm really looking forward to what we're doing. But it's all done in fun, and I'm able to see them and listen to their music every week. So that was an extension of hip hop quarantine itself. And some of it, like in Apocalypse's case, he rapped on a beat that he made from that. So it's bearing fruit already.
So tell me, man, how many beats do you think? How many weeks do you think have been already gone with this hip hop quarantine battle?
Oh, Mackie knows. What are we at? 29.
How many beats do you think have come out of a hip hop quarantine?
We had week 29.
We're week 29.
So this is week 29 right now. This is week 29 right here.
Yeah.
And there's okay. At least 4 to 5, 5 to 6 participants every week. So that's 29
so over 100
times 6. 5 or 6.
Yeah.
That's
so
about
that's almost,
what,
that's like
150 beats, man.
About 150 beats. That's 150 slappers.
Well, they're not all slappers.
That's ridiculous.
Well, there's at least 29 winners. I know that.
There's always winners. There's at least 29 winners and at the very least.
Honestly, we wouldn't have done it without the corona, man.
Exactly. Yeah. We would have done this.
That's true.
Silver lining.
We would never we would never been this creative without it, man.
That's crazy. Not have. That's crazy. I know a lot of the album cover work that I did a lot of the work for the album covers. It was a lot of creative process and a lot of new learning for me too. You know what I mean? So I know that, being in quarantine with your homies, and only because it was literally just me, Louis, and random.
Yep.
Stuck in a little, what is it, 1,000 square foot.
But we were socially distant though.
Yeah. We try.
As
but,
at the
end of the day, we got our masks, we got everything cracking, making sure you guys stay safe and everything. I know everybody, we got that shipment out to everybody. But man, yeah, this was a crazy time, and I'm glad you guys are at week 29, man. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So, yeah, what else, man? Anything
so we're
else?
about to pop off on the disco here, isn't it?
Yeah, we're about to go and get it on right now, as a matter of fact, so I got to check out.
All right, man, we're going to sign off right now, man.
I just woke up,
thank you, everybody.
I just woke up, so I gotta make some coffee and get back at y'all.
You got 3 minutes, bro.
We've got a meeting on Zoom, mister.
Yeah, buddy. You better hurry.
Hey, send me the link, yeah? One of you guys, please.
All right, for the Zoom, I will.
All right, guys. Yeah. Thank you very much, man. WestCoastStyles.com. We got MC in the house. Man. Thank you for co-hosting with everybody, man. Please shout everybody out.
Hey, my man Peter, too. Send me your email address to the IG so I can see you some beat.
All right, I got you.
Show for show. Peace out, everybody. Thank you. Shout out West Coast Style.
Respect.
WestCoastStyles.com, man. Junior signing off. Thank you very much. Big Styles. Shout out everybody, man. Thank you, Bad Fame, sending us a load of shirts. Good Times Blunts sponsoring the boxes. Peace out.
Whoop.
Peace.
All right, what time is it? Okay, we have some fabulous live music later on, but right now, here's the kind I prefer.